Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. My name is Daniel, and I'm the HighMileageHelper. On this channel, my whole goal is to be able to help you learn more about the RV transporting business, as well as help you with your truck with how-to videos, and then give you recommendations for the industry and your personal truck as well. And if this is the first time we're meeting, just consider subscribing, liking the video if you get good content. In this video, I wanted to talk about backhauls. I've been asked several times by people about backhauls. How often do you get them? What do they pay? Just a variety of questions. Today I want to be able to answer that, kind of give you a framework of what getting backhauls looks like, at least at my company right now, at Synergy. And I'm sure it's the same way with other companies. Maybe other companies are deeper into the backhaul business. So in this video, I wanted to give you just my own personal experience with backhauls. My driving over the last 4 years, I've been just about everywhere in the country. I've looked at backhauls, the backhaul board, the load board, as often as I can. I generally don't see that many to begin with, and if I do, they're more in the south or seemingly wherever they're at. I'm not there, and so that can be tough when you're really wanting to keep getting paid miles. With Synergy, a backhaul load doesn't get as much money. You don't get as much money as you would a regular load from Goshen, from Synergy, outbound. And so they consider backhauls to be a bonus to your regular load, and so therefore you make less money per mile. I'm assuming they're making less money as well, but at the end of the day, it's your truck, your wear and tear on your vehicle, and so you've got to either say yes, it's worth it, or no, it's not. Generally, it's been under $1 per mile, paid mile. Again, it's been on the lower side compared to what the regular loads would be. In 4 years, just so you know, in 4 years, I've had 3 backhauls, and each one, when you get a backhaul, it's not a brand new trailer getting ready to go to the dealership. Backhauls could be anything. It could be boats. It could be an old trailer been sitting on a lot. It's got a flat tire. It could be a problematic trailer that has to come back to the manufacturer. It could be going from somebody's house to a dealership, far away, or it could be a number of different things. So when we talk about backhauls, really, the truth is you're kind of opening a can of worms. The potential for headaches and problems is much greater. Just to give you some examples, my first trailer that I called, I think it was down in Texas, and it was supposed to go over to, I think it was Georgia. I could be wrong. The jack would not work. It wasn't just a blown fuse. There were wires that were messed up. The wiring was terrible. And it was at a dealership going to another dealership. I showed up, hooked it all up, and tried to get the jack to go. I think it was a fifth wheel, and the jack, the legs wouldn't come down. I couldn't get the thing up. And so I called and said, hey, what am I supposed to do? This isn't working. This trailer is not able to go. Well, you're going to have to figure it out, or not, I guess. You said you would do it, so here you go. And so I'm like, okay. So I was able to kind of rewire and get things operational, and got the legs down so it could go up and everything. But that was my first experience. That was a headache. Second one was I think in Missouri, coming back to Goshen, back to like lot 1, I think they told me to bring it to. That one I had trouble because this is my own fault, but you have to adapt and deal with the situation. My fifth wheel, it was another fifth wheel, my fifth wheel arm that opens up and opens the jaws, it was hitting the brand new fuel tank that I had gotten just recently then, and it was hitting it before the jaws were actually opened all the way. So I tried to hook up this fifth wheel at this dealership, and guess what? I couldn't get it to open up enough to get the fifth wheel to be able to get inside and get locked. So I had to, at the dealership, I don't know where else I was going to go and do it at, I had to cut off the end part of my fifth wheel arm that opens up the jaws. That was exciting. That's my own fault, my own problem, but those kind of things happen. That's something to think about. Lastly, I think I had a flat tire, and guess what? We don't get paid to change those flat tires, but you've got to have your tires good to go. So that was another headache. And so actually, what's funny is that I, in preparation for this video, I was planning on going through this, and right before, or earlier today, I was going to make the video, and I got a call from Synergy, and dispatcher said, hey, there is a load going back to Goshen, lot 4. It's a fifth wheel, and we need somebody to bring it back. You're in the area close. Would you be able to? And so like I said, in 4 years, I've had 3 backhauls, and they were all nightmares. To me, it was a bigger headache than it was worth, where it felt like it at the time. And I was going to say, you never get backhauls, and then lo and behold, today, when I was planning on making this video, I get a call, and here's another backhaul. So to share today's backhaul with you, I called the fifth wheel. The trailer leaks. It's going back to the manufacturer, so I'm going to be dropping it in lot 4. I went to the customer's house. I had called several times before, couldn't get a hold of this person. Then I was able to make contact shortly before. It was on my way back anyway, so if they never picked up the phone, I would have just kept on going home. But they picked up the phone. Great. I'm nearby. It's already on the way. So stopped at the house. They had to unload the trailer because they had all their stuff inside. So it was going back to the manufacturer. They wanted all their stuff out of there before it gets stolen or lost or broken or whatever. So they got it all cleared out. Had a little excitement with their driveway. It was a little exciting there, trying to maneuver snow. But anyways, got hooked up. Trailer rides great. I think it's like 10,000 pounds. Lights all work. Everything's good to go with the pre-trip. And anyway, so this is $1.80 a mile back, 550 miles to Goshen, and I'll be dropping it off in lot 4 before midnight, before they close the lot. That's my intent. Hopefully that happens as long as weather permits. But yeah, I just wanted to address backhauls with you. The bullet points of this is really they're few and far between. If you actually get one, understand that if things happen along the way, if the lights stop working, if you have a flat tire when you show up there, if there's something that goes wrong after you accepted it and you show up and you're there and here's the problem is no one told you about, guess what? That's really your time to shine in problem solving and getting that taken care of. It is what it is. If you accept it, it's ask as many questions as you can, but which I did on this one. I asked, is there any mechanical things wrong? The lights all work. Synergy said, as to our knowledge, it's just a warranty issue, manufacturer warranty problem with leaks, and nothing. It can drive down the road perfectly fine. So okay, that's good to hear. So anyways, but yeah, they're few and far between. It's up to you to really problem solve and make sure everything's still good when you pick it up. Things can happen, and from there on, it's just like a regular load. I got to stay DOT legal and everything else. But anyways, this wanted to just address as well this time of the year. Depending on when you're watching this, we just had the Christmas New Year's shutdown, and this is now really the time. The load board has 0 loads, and if you watch my last video, I'll put the link in the thing here, right up here. My last video going to Delaware, I was able to finally deliver that and get that delivered just a few miles from the storage facility that I had that at. But that was going to be my last load, and so when I got this call for this backhaul, I was really just kind of overwhelmed. Wow, this is great. This is really something to be a help to me. A couple extra, several $100s in the bank account going into really the lag behind, which is the shutdown, where they're starting up again at the factories around this time, but there's no loads in our lots. If there are loads, they are not able to be shipped until a later date. They're not holding them just to make your life miserable. They've got these lots filled out. I need to go jump ship and get hired on with these guys over here. But the truth is, they might not be able to be delivered. You could quit your job and go to another company, and literally you couldn't deliver them as well, even though they seem like they have all the loads in the world. So anyways, just wanted to be a help with this and kind of address the backhaul issues. Other companies, maybe they run it a little differently, but it's really kind of on the driver. So I carry a variety of tools with me, things to just make things work if I have to. I've had to change flat tires. It's everybody has, I guess, but you got to be creative sometimes with these backhauls and understand it really might be more trouble than it's worth. And so generally my perspective, I've shared this in the comments in other videos, but generally I would probably say no to most backhauls, because I'd rather just go home. I'd rather not deal with the potential problems. It really could just get ugly. And so anyways, that's my thought for this video. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're being safe. And my next video will be coming out hopefully shortly. I'm going to be putting that out, talking about what you should be doing during the shutdown. Because as soon as I deliver this to Synergy, I go home a couple hours away, and then I'm sitting there. So I'm going to be talking about what you could be doing during this time. Hopefully it'll be a help to you. And I hope you're staying safe. And God bless. See ya.